Were you already certain that you wanted to break into games, or that is something that eventually happened while you were in your university?
Yeah, I could never dream about going into games. Actually, when I joined university, I joined a Master of Science education called Media Technology, and it was entirely new back then. I went to the Royal Institute of Technology in Stockholm,
Yep.
and when I joined in 2001, that was the middle of the dot-com crash, if you remember that. It's a long,
Yep.
long time ago, but
Yep.
Sweden had some really good tech companies like Ericsson and those, and those stocks had just gone up for years and years, and it felt like tech industry was really booming. And then suddenly the dot-com crash came, and everything changed basically. Because when I joined university, I was thinking like, most engineers, civil engineers, they would join Ericsson, and I thought that's probably where I'm going to end up too, doing technology stuff. So everything changed during my education there, and I could never think about working in the games industry, because even though there were game companies in Stockholm, they were not that big. There were a few, obviously, but like getting in there was, for me, sort of a pipe dream. So I never thought I would end up there. But then during my university years, I joined a student organization called Swedish Game Awards, which did a student competition for games, and they had sponsors from the game industry. So that's where I got to know some of the companies during my time at the university, and realized that, yeah, maybe I could work in this industry after all. So it ended up with me being the project manager for that student competition 1 year. And after that, I got to write my master's thesis at DICE, which was probably the biggest game developer in Sweden at that time, and probably one of the biggest still.
Right.
And that's where I got my foot in. And also during my last year in university, I got a tester job at Electronic Arts, and they worked very closely with DICE at that time. DICE was an independent company, but Electronic Arts did the publishing for all their titles. So yeah, I was just very lucky to get that tester job during the summer there, and that one thing led to another, and I got my foot in the door basically.